In 17th century, King Charles II of England, he had a road built, and the name of this road was King's Road. This road is still available in England, but back then it was only privately to the royal family. And it was built so that the royal family could have immediate access to the heart of London, where they governed the nation. And so, every day of the year, they would make sure that this road was flat, leveled, and smooth all year long. And people would even be sent out to make sure that if there was holes, if there was bridges, that they would fill it up. And they would even go before the king, and if there was a rock in the way, they would simply move it out of the way. We see this today with our current U.S. president. Before he goes to another country, he sends out thousands of people to make sure the place he'll be sleeping, the place he'll be staying, and the food he'll be eating is completely safe. The idea here is that when the king is going somewhere, we must prepare a road. We must have a clear path. How many of us know that we are born into earth with something that is called sin? And what sin is simply to know to do right, yet not do it. And what sin does is lead us to a path of destruction. In the Bible it says, if you deny me before man, I will deny you before my Father. I bet everyone in this place knows Jesus Christ, has at least heard of him. Maybe you didn't grow up in church, maybe you did, but you at least know who he is and the influence he's had. And so you could be with family, friends, or just anyone who doesn't have a relationship with Jesus Christ. You may be there like, yeah, Jesus, you know him? I don't. And so basically when it says, if you deny me before man, I will deny you before my Father. When it comes to judgment day and you stand before Christ, you did that to him, and you did that your whole life, acting as if you didn't know Jesus. You denied him before the world. When you come before him, judgment day, it's like if you will have God behind him. Father, do you know this man? No, I do not. Something to realize is that the only thing God desires is a relationship with us. He wants our complete heart. He wants to be number one, most valued. People may call it living for God with no reserves. So some people may even be like, Jesus, I believe in him. I give him my heart. I give him everything, except this one thing. Except this addiction, whether that be pornography, drugs, alcohol, violent thoughts. I give you everything except this, whether it be person, whether it be a secret sin, something you hide, but God knows exactly what it is. And so why I bring this up is because if you have something blocking the path of God, that will not be accepted into the kingdom of heaven. I came across this scripture, and I added it to this because I knew the importance. When I read it, the importance, the meaning it had is so powerful. Matthew 22 through 23. Many will say to me that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? And in your name done many let me say that again. Many will say to me that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? And in your name cast out many devils, and in your name done many miracles. And I will say unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. And that scripture, what it is basically God saying, I never knew you. You never had a relationship with me. You always had something blocking me. You never gave me a clear path. You valued something more than me. So everything you did in my name, whether you did it on purpose or not, whether you grew up knowing me, everything you did, even if that was something I liked, by doing miracles in my name, casting out demons in my name, everything you did means nothing unless I have a clear path to your heart. If I could have every head bowed and every eye closed in this place. This was mostly built off of a scripture so I'll actually read it out to you straight from the Bible. Isaiah 43. The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Prepare a straight way for our God in the desert. See, the only way to get into heaven is by having a relationship with Jesus Christ. You can't purchase your way into heaven, and when it is judgment day and you stand before God, it will be too late for you to be born again. See, we must be able to live life and not be afraid of death, because if you are, that just shows that you don't know where you're going. And if you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, if you have your heart right with him, you will not be afraid of death. You you will always be like, if I die tonight, I will make heaven my home because I know God. And so, I bring this up because many of us, we don't know where we're going. Our path in life, we don't know what it is. And maybe you're here tonight and you know what I'm saying. You're like, you know what? I want a relationship with Jesus Christ. I will have a relationship with Jesus Christ, but later. Let me tell you, the biggest lie ever is we have more time. You could die today, you could die tomorrow, or the day after that. And that's just God. Oh yeah, one last thing. God has made a way so that there is no other way. He made a way so that you can only get to heaven through Him, by knowing Him. Because about 2,000 years ago, there was a man named Jesus Christ who was in the flesh, who walked this earth on His feet. He was a man, He was perfect. He never committed a sin but suffered as if He did. He was crucified, nailed to a cross, beaten until He was unrecognizable. They spit on Him, they hated Him. And even still at that moment, He loved each and every one of us. And He let it happen because with His blood, He purchased us. He set us free. He made us clean. If you're here in this place and you want a relationship with Jesus Christ, let me tell you, tonight is the night. As I said, tomorrow is never promised. The rapture or death can come at any moment. So we must always have a road prepared for God and have Him on top. If that's you tonight, you want a relationship with Jesus Christ, you want to die knowing that you make it to heaven, I'd like you to lift up your hand, please. Every head is bowed, every eye is closed. No need to be embarrassed, no need to be ashamed. Maybe you didn't lift up your hand. If you could please come to the altar, there'll be someone here to pray with you. I see this hand over here, thank you. If you could please come to the altar, I won't hold this out for too long. Tonight is a calling. It is an opportunity to get your heart right with Christ. The rest of us could begin to stand as we begin to sing.
Amen. As we go ahead and we're going to worship God, and if you want to use this time to be able to come to the altar and receive Jesus Christ, as we go ahead and sing out that song, Jesus, lover of my soul. Jesus, lover of my soul.